it away.
I always want to do that too on that first
Oh,
give it away. I want to sing it out long, but it's actually short.
okay.
It I always want to go give it
We can.
away, give it away.
Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to this expansion meditation. Our meditation will always be expanding ourselves, our minds, our connection, our awareness of our connection, because we are always connected. Never forget that. But the more we bring our conscious to an awareness of that connection, the more we experience it and the more we use it and benefit from it. So, expansion and connection this morning. So, I invite you to find a very comfortable place for yourself, whether in your chair or even if you're lying down. Just allow your body to be perfectly at rest. And if there is any area in your body that is tight or tense or feeling any discomfort, I invite you to bring that area of your body into your consciousness right now. Bring that area, breathe it in, include it, imagine yourself enfolding it and hugging it as a mother would. And so to facilitate that process, I invite you now to just allow your eyes to close and your breath to be drawn deeply, deeply into your body, just as deeply as you can. Allow it to fill and expand your body and hold. So let's just do that, what's called square breathing. For a few moments, we breathe into the count of 4. We hold to the count of 4, allowing that expansion to take place. Then we release to the count of 4 and sit for the count of 4. So on 1, in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Again, hold, release, and hold. And as you're at the top, holding, see if you can't actually just breathe in a little more. Allow that breath to open your lungs and your heart and your entire body. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and expand. 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. Hold. Release. And hold. So now just allow that process to continue in your body without your intention or your attention. Just allow it to resume that natural breathing on its own, bringing an awareness to any part of the body that may be feeling tight or contracted. And if you, when you scan your body, you see an area that needs your attention, just in your mind, caress that area, hold it as you would rocking a baby, and breathe into it. Noticing, giving that area your full attention. Noticing the color there, the shape there, the texture there. Being fully present with that area that needs your attention. and breathing into that area. And now I invite you to simply scan your memory bank to see if there is a memory you are holding that is uncomfortable, that is tight. You know that because it contributes a tightness somewhere in your body. So look to see what the memory is. Allow the memory to be. Send your love to unfold and encapsulate that memory. Hold it as a loving mother would. Breathe into it and let it go. And now scanning your mind, is there a belief that needs your attention? A belief that is causing you to constrict, to shut down, to protect yourself. Allow all the love as you breathe. Allow that love to unfold that belief. Caress it. Hold it as a mother would hold a baby. Breathe into that belief and let it go. Even if you do not know or understand what the belief is or what the memory is, continue going through your mind, identifying them, flooding them with love, holding them gently as a mother would, gently rocking, giving them the full attention, and then letting them go. Anything that no longer serves you or protects you, anything that is keeping you small and constricted, see it, love it, let it go. It has served its purpose. And your purpose now is to expand, to be all that you can be, unrestrained, free. And so return your attention now to your breath. Allowing it to fully fill your body, expanding your lungs, expanding your heart space, expanding that tiny spark of divinity that is always within you, and allowing your breath to fan that flame so that spark glows brighter, expands, grows, stretches your mind, accesses your very soul. and opens up feelings of divine love, acceptance, patience, inclusion. Feel yourself being included by that divine light, and allow that divine light to assist you to include. To include all of humanity as your family. To include all of life. In the tapestry of who you are. With each breath, feeling that love for all of life welling up in your heart. Each breath stretching you, enlarging you, until you are big enough to include the whole universe within your consciousness. And once more, becoming aware of your breath, entering and leaving your body. And with the next breath, allow your consciousness now to come back, back into your awareness of physicality of time and place. Breathing deeply and stretching the shoulders back, stretching the neck up. Breathing, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Thank you for spending this time this morning to ground ourselves, remind ourselves of who we are and what we are, and prepare ourselves for the rest of our day. So please stay tuned for our musical introduction with Michael Drislane and then our Sunday service. May you find joy, blessing, and inspiration. Namaste. Good morning.
welcome to Unity. First of all, we acknowledge that we are situated on the traditional and unceded territory of the Snuneymuxw people here on Vancouver Island, as well as many different First Nations throughout the island. So I invite you to just, in your own time, take a moment to acknowledge that and appreciate that. And together we say, Haitchka.
Haitchka.
Please repeat with me the vision of Unity Worldwide Ministries, which is
A world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
That was very good of us to figure that out.
I know.
Welcome.
World worthy.
No matter where you are on your spiritual path and no matter where you are in our world, you are welcome here at Unity of Vancouver Island. This is a positive path for spiritual living where we are all encouraged to think and to converse and share our ideas and grow together. So thank you for being with us, and Brian has some more songs.
Shall we? Shall we dance?
Yes, I did. I had a different lyric on here. Well, I didn't hear it, so I started to doubt you. You couldn't feel it, you just lost your way. We'll never find it if we don't get it out there. It's not love to you, give it away. It's not a treasure you keep buried with you, and it's not a bankroll you save up for a rainy day. It's not like a lifeboat you don't use till you're sinking, and it's not love not love to you. Give it away, just give it away. Give it away. It's not love to you. Give it away. Just let it go, then watch it grow. Just give it up. You still will have enough. Just give it away. Give it away. It's not love to you. Give it away. And it's not peace to you. Make peace your mission. And it won't heal till they hear what you need to say. It's gonna take faith, 'cause it's such a contradiction. And it's not love to you. Give it away, just give it away. Give it away. It's not love to you. Give it away, just give it away. Give it away. It's not love to you. Give it away. It's not love to you. Give it away.
Soulful. Very soulful.
Can I get an amen?
Ba-bam.
I feel like I've been taken to church.
We got groove.
Would you join me in an opening prayer? And we just remember that there's one power and one presence active in this universe and in our individual lives. And that prayer is available to all of us all the time. That power is there for us to use. And we recognize and feel that power when we gather together in this room, in our individual homes with our friends. We feel the presence of that power, which is love. And together we allow it to grow and expand and move out into our world. And we take the awesome responsibility of being the light bearers and the love makers on our planet. So we just breathe in the magnitude of that commitment. And we give thanks that it is so. And so it is. This morning, for our words of wisdom, I've chosen a reading actually from the book that Charlene is going to be doing the book study on coming up this month. So just to give you an idea how good this book is, and because this piece is so good with Thomas's topic this morning, a little taste. It's from Who Ordered This Truckload of Dung by Ajahn Brahm, a Buddhist monk. And this one is called Two Bad Bricks. It may look easy to lay a brick, a dollop of mortar underneath, a little tap here, a little tap there. But when I began laying bricks, I'd tap one corner down to make it level, and another corner would go up. So I'd tap that corner down, and then the brick would move out of line. After I'd nudged it back into line, the first corner would be too high again. Hey, you try it. Being a monk, I had patience and as much time as I needed. I made sure every single brick was perfect, no matter how long it took. Eventually, I completed my first brick wall and stood back to admire it. It was only then that I noticed, oh no, I'd missed 2 bricks. All the other bricks were nicely in line, but these two were inclined at an angle. They looked terrible. They spoiled the whole wall. They ruined it. By then, the cement mortar was too hard for the bricks to be taken out. So I asked the abbot if I could knock the wall down and start over again. Or even better, perhaps blow it up. I'd made a mess of it, and I was very embarrassed. The abbot said no, the wall had to stay. When I showed our first visitors around our fledgling monastery, I always tried to avoid taking them past my brick wall. I hated anyone seeing it. Then one day, some 3 or 4 months after I finished it, I was walking with a visitor, and he saw the wall. "That's a nice wall," he casually remarked. "Sir," I replied in surprise, "have you left your glasses in your car? Are you visually impaired? Can't you see those 2 bad bricks which spoil the whole wall?" What he said next changed my whole view of that wall, of myself, and of many other aspects of life. He said, "Yes, I can see those 2 bad bricks, but I can see the 998 good bricks as well." I was stunned. For the first time in over 3 months, I could see other bricks in that wall apart from the 2 mistakes. Above, below, to the left, and to the right of the bad bricks were good bricks, perfect bricks. Moreover, the perfect bricks were many, many more than the 2 bad bricks. Before, my eyes would focus exclusively on my 2 mistakes. I was blind to everything else. That was why I couldn't bear looking at that wall or having others see it. That was why I wanted to destroy it. Now that I could see the good bricks, the wall didn't look so bad after all. It was, as the visitor had said, a nice brick wall. It's still there now, 20 years later, but I've forgotten exactly where those bad bricks are. I literally cannot see those mistakes anymore. I can think of many ways to apply that to my life, can you?
Yes.
Like a song where you screwed up one note?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. So, think about that. Think about joining Charlene's book study. And now we have another song.
Here's a good song to sing in front of the mirror. I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Now I love you the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. Feel the love inside myself. It's easy to love you too. Behind your fears, your rage and tears, I see your shining star. And I love you just the way you are. I love the world are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love the world the way I am, and still I want to grow. But change outside can only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. I love myself just the way I am. Yes, I love myself just the
I get the head mic this week.
Oh.
Ooh. Ah. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Thomas.
It's nice to see you all here. And all of you out there, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. I was thinking, you know, the two brick story, I was thinking I might have seen it more like 997 of them were wrong and 2 of them were right. I only got 2 right in all of this. But I am willing to see things differently. And so on that this morning, I rode my motorcycle here, and which meant I would have to put on my helmet. And so I was fixing my hair this morning and putting stuff in my hair, and I was thinking, is there really a point? Because I'm going to take off my helmet and I'll have to be willing to see this differently than, you know, the nice comb back look I had. Familiar with Thich Nhat Hanh, as I'm sure you all are, I would just like to take a moment now. For those that don't know, he transitioned on the 22nd of January. The great Buddhist Zen monk who left this world with a great deal of love. He was a light bearer and love maker for sure. So please join me in just a few moments of silence and know that his legacy will not leave us anytime soon. And I'll leave you with this quote: "Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet." Yeah. So I'm willing to see things differently, and for those that really know my mind, wait a second. As that comes out, do I even know my mind? No, but for people that I share deeply with, you know, this whole last couple of years has been very challenging for me. It has brought me to a new view of myself at times, and even I realized at some point 7 months ago that how I was showing up in the world on social media, especially, was not who I wanted to be. And so I deleted all social media from my phone. And I occasionally go in to check Facebook or Instagram to see if somebody messaged me, because there were people that had a habit of connecting with me through those platforms and may not have known that I had signed off. But other than that, I spend 0 time on any of those platforms because I didn't like who I was becoming in all of this. And so in coming up with the talk title, I'm willing to see this differently. Leslie happened to be listening to a Marianne Williamson broadcast on A Course in Miracles. And that was, I'm not sure if that was the title or if that was her message, I am willing to see this differently. And I thought, oh, hey, that's a great talk title. Texted it in. And that was a week ago, or earlier this week, I texted that to Reverend Patricia. And so it's been stewing in my head. And this morning, in honor of Thich Nhat Hanh, I thought, well, I'll listen to something on my trail walk of his. And so I went to Insight Timer and found a link from a thread that is in honor of him. And I listened to it, and it was a real challenge for me in terms of seeing things differently. You know, 14 hours ago, I was visiting some new friends that we had made here on the island, and we were talking a lot about the restrictions in Canada, what's going on in the world, the whole pandemic thing. And I have my opinions about it, which are not the point of today's conversation. But I was challenged this morning by what the message from Thich Nhat Hanh was. The idea of, for me, I have been very much in the world of I am a sovereign being and I have rights. And who's going to trample my rights? You know, that was a real narrative for me. So maybe this is kind of a confession for me in some ways. But what I saw in his words was the idea of cause and effect. He was talking about cause and effect, and he was talking about karma, and karma in the future, karma in the past. And cause and effect cannot have one without the other. You know, they're not separate. They're actually joined. And cause, if you think about it, is a look into the past. And effect is a look into the future. And so they're on the exact same thread. They're on the exact same line. Then the conversation turned to parents, fathers and mothers. And the thinking that I am a continuation of my parents. I am the effect, in essence, of what they caused. So how much of a responsibility do I have to them? And am I truly sovereign? Or am I a continuation of them? Am I a continuation of this nation? Am I a continuation of all humanity? Am I really, truly a sovereign being? And so I found myself on this walk this morning completely challenged by everything that I thought was right. And I don't know that I've come to a different place. However, I am willing to see things differently. And I guess throughout the week, that was playing in the back of my mind, that question or that statement of I am willing to see things differently. And perhaps I was being challenged with, are you really willing to see things differently? In Paul to the Colossians 1:27, there is a piece, the riches of the glory of this mystery, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. So again, I started to think, well, if the Christ is in me, and I truly believe that, and I truly believe it's in all of you and everybody, everywhere, then am I really a sovereign being? Am I not part of a collective? And therefore, if I am that, should I not be operating in a way that is much more towards the collective and not so much as a sovereign individual, where I have my rights and this is mine and I have my land and whatever the story is that I had going on or that I have going on. It was really profound to think in terms of what is my responsibility? Last week I stood up here talking about this is my unity. Well, is it? Is it my unity? I mean, sure, there's a piece of me in it, but if I act just from the place of it's only mine, how is that going to affect all of you, everybody else? Are we not in this together? So where does my life begin and end in that context? What is my responsibility? How can I see all of this differently and act as such? Who am I being in all of these moments? So I guess my invitation is for all of us to just, think about that throughout the week. Just plant this. Am I willing to see this differently in anything that comes up? Any decision you've already made about your life? Is there another viewpoint? In the Gospel of John, Jesus tells us that the Father and I are one. Believe me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me. These are all things that came up this morning as I listened to, I think it was 6 minutes of Thich Nhat Hanh. Inside of 6 minutes, my entire view of who I am and the world suddenly got flipped on its head. That's a powerful being that somebody could impact me in that way in such a short period of time. So let's talk a little bit about love. And what does that look like? What does that look like for each of you? What is the definition of love that you hold? And does it include the need to be loved back? Is it defined by how much love you are given versus how much you are willing to give? I know for me, love didn't really change until I chose to love myself as much as possible. So much so that I could just give it away. As our song that was just sung, give it away. Having so much love that it says, hey, come on over. I got a lot of love. I'm just going to be open and willing to share as much love and joy and kindness as I possibly can without ever needing it from you. Without ever judging you on how much you return it. What does that look like? Isn't that what Jesus was really doing? Isn't that what the true message of walk as if you were kissing the earth with your feet? Isn't that acting in a way of love for all that is? So yeah, I am willing to see things differently. And this is not what I expected at all this morning. I had 3 pages of collection of things that, oh, hey, I know what I'm going to talk about this Sunday. And all of that just went away this morning to, well, I have a few little quotes here that I'll have to work from and see where that goes.
It's working fine.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I'll close off. I may be early. I don't know how long I've been speaking for. It doesn't really matter. But I'll say this for all of you here that have supported me on my journey. And it's been an incredible 3.5 years of taking this on, whatever this is. But the love and the kindness and the generosity that all of you have shown to me has been incredible. You know, you didn't know me from anybody when I walked through those front doors with my family in tow, and the grace and the love and affection that I have felt in this family here at Unity has been unbelievable to me, that people could be that way with expecting nothing in return and then allowing me to just show up however I'm showing up and putting up with whatever ideas or criticisms or lack of love that I may have shown at times. And so thank you, all of you, for doing that. I truly appreciate the gift that you have each given me. So join me, if you will, in some quiet time. And from Rumi, I'll bring this forth for our meditation. Love is the bridge between you and everything. If you're comfortable wherever you are, to close your eyes. I invite you to open your heart to leave any thoughts you have right now at the door of that opening. And be in the space of love and gratitude. Gently bring yourself back as you wish. Thank you. Namaste.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Very good. Very cool. That was dope. Yes. When you were talking about seeing things differently, it reminded me of one of my first university piano lessons, one of 10, and we were playing this song. And my teacher said, these are the chords, and you always learn the chords to the song, right? And he's like, but, it could be any chords. It's like, what? He's like, yeah, you could go, or you could go, or you could go, or you could go, or you could go. Like anything. It's like, oh no. So that will be the inspiration for this improvisation. Taking a familiar melody and looking at it differently. Yeah. How about this one? This is it's a good melody because everybody knows this melody. The exercise was to maintain the form all the way, but always be playing it differently each time. So.
Thank you very much.
Lovely.
I enjoyed that. And Thomas, I got out my Kleenex and then remembered that I had mascara on, so I had to hold it back.
Huh.
But thank you for your honesty and your vulnerability. And you know, that's the kind of transformation that happens in our lives when we take the time to delve deeply into this teaching and live it. So that's a plug for, you know, there's classes starting soon. Think about it. So, announcements are, Iris today is joining us. She will be in the prayer room for one-on-one prayer afterwards, if anyone needs to see her. And right after service as well, you can go on Zoom and meet up with other people, share your insights and inspirations and thoughts about today. So the link was in your newsletter, and Kyle will put this slide up again at the end so you can copy down those numbers if you need to. Unity Comox Valley will have their watch parties where they'll gather in person in the Spiritual Center and watch our service on February 6th and February 27th. So if you're in that geographical area, think about getting together with people there. And as I mentioned, this is Who Ordered This Truckload of Dung? Charlene Simpson will be leading that book study online for 5 sessions, February 10th to March the 10th. And or if you want to get a group of people together and meet in person or your own Zoom party, let Charlene know and she will connect you and send you weekly discussion points. Comox Valley Prayer Team has always met on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of each month. It's been a close circle thus far of people who have been trained in prayer. They are now opening that up to newcomers who would like to join in. And again, another way to delve deeply into this teaching is to get together, hold the prayer for others who have requested prayer. So think about that if you're in that area as well. And the Nico Rhodes Choir continues on Mondays at 7 o'clock in the big room. The big room. And games night as well on Friday in the big room. Everyone is welcome to join these, by the way. And Unity Canada has a book club as well called Bridging the Divine as well, could be. Yeah, and that will be starting on February 8th and 22nd, March 8th and 22nd, so 4 sessions. And the book this time is Through the Glass, which is about restorative justice. And if you aren't familiar with that concept, it's about transformation rather than punishment. And so join in, and that will be on Zoom. The links will be in your newsletter for the next few weeks. And also, as I say, Unity classes. Wendy Carr is the Unity Canada Education Coordinator and Rep, and she will be teaching this class in 4 sections throughout the year. The Heart-Centered Metaphysics is the textbook for all 4 courses, and this is a wonderful, wonderful deep dive into metaphysics. So think about that. Across Canada, you can join and share ideas and inspiration with people all across the world. So mark those. This will be in your newsletter for a few weeks, so mark those dates down. And so I wanted to express gratitude this week for Unity Canada and the work we're trying to do to bring this country together. And I thought I'd introduce them to you. Roxanne Buckle is from Ottawa, Sandy Carrier from Winnipeg, and that's me. Cheryl Rogers is from Kitchener, David Old from Windsor, Randy Jacobs from Hamilton, and Barbara Schreider-Trudel from Toronto. So our gratitude for all of those. And thank you, our gratitude too, for all of those who support us financially or through volunteering or just tuning in regularly every week and making sure that this center is healthy and vibrant. So thank you to all. If you're in a position to be able to contribute financially, the easiest way is donations at unityvancouverisland.com. But you know, those handwritten checks still arrive in the mail very dependably. So thank you. And our affirmation, if you'd repeat that with me, Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And let's sing that.
Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. God is my source, God is my source, God is my source, all is God.
And Brenda, if you wouldn't mind giving the kids an alert, the kids are coming.
That's for us, the adults.
The children are here, and so invite in join me is the word I'm looking for. Well, in expressing to our children how much we love them. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. And our prayer for protection. The light that is God surrounds me. I am one with the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am one with the love. The power that is God protects me. I am one with the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am one with the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. So it is. Amen.